video, I'm going to show you how to sew a straight stitch on your sewing machine. I'm Jess from Sallie Tomato and I'm excited you're here to learn how to sew. If you're following along with our 30-day Learn to Sew challenge, welcome to day 9. The straight stitch will be your everyday stitch and the stitch that you will use most of the time. By now you should know a basic overview of your sewing machine, how to thread your machine, how to wind a bobbin, change the presser feet, and your needle. If you're still unclear on any of those things, I highly recommend going back into this series and watching some of the previous videos so that way you're comfortable with it. And if you are ready, let's begin. The first step is to select the straight stitch on your machine, and usually machines have a few different options. So you'll notice that there's an indication which position that the needle is in. So the common positions are left aligned and center aligned. And then usually on a machine there are piecing stitches, and those are set up for a 1/4 inch seam allowance for quilting. Also, some machines have the option for different back stitch options. So for example, the 2 straight lines side by side mean that the machine will sew forward and reverse stitches for the back stitching. If you don't want the forward and reverse stitches, then you may want to select a stitch that has the single dot, and that means to reinforce in place. So first you'll decide which needle position you want and then how the machine will back stitch. And for this particular machine, the knob is turned to select a different stitch number. Different machines, you might have to type in the stitch number or turn another dial to select the straight stitch that you want. So I have selected the center needle position with back stitching forward and backward. Next, you may want to adjust the stitch length. And to do that, you can simply click on the plus sign to increase the stitch length for a longer stitch. So standard piecing length is 2.5 millimeters. And for any top stitching, I always recommend either a 3 or 3.5. If you're doing basting stitches, so just some temporary stitches, you can increase up to 5 or 7 millimeters. This particular machine only goes up to 5 millimeters long. So for this demonstration, I'm gonna change to a top stitch so it's easy to see my stitches. For a straight stitch, you don't have to worry about the stitch width and adjusting that at all. If you do adjust the stitch width, it will simply change the position of the needle. So if you're trying to get a particular seam allowance, you can always shift the needle to the right by clicking the plus, or the left by clicking the minus, or turning a dial depending on your machine. So that way you can get the exact needle position for your project and your seam allowance. However, I do recommend staying with the predetermined stitch positions and either changing out your foot using a seam gauge or the needle plate as a guide versus adjusting the position of the needle. Another thing to note is to make sure that your upper thread and your bobbin thread are guided underneath the presser foot and at the back of the sewing machine. Now, before I demonstrate how to do the straight stitch, a few tips for making sure that your stitch line stays straight and you maintain your seam allowance is to simply follow the guides on the needle plate. So for a 1/4 inch seam allowance, right on the bobbin case and the needle plate are markings. So with the center needle position, I can follow the edge of my fabric along that 1/4 inch line to maintain a perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. If there's a seam allowance that is not indicated on the needle plate, there are a few other options. One easy way to mark the seam allowance is to take a piece of washi tape and simply tape it to your needle guide. So you'll measure from the needle to the edge that you'll follow your fabric along for the seam allowance. And sometimes if it's difficult to see the lines on your needle plate, you can add washi tape just for a little bit more of a visual, and this can easily be taken off and add a new piece for other seam allowances. You could also use a magnetic seam guide. A magnetic seam guide can be placed on the needle plate and will stick in place as you sew, and it could easily be adjusted since it's magnetic. And the last tip is to actually mark the seam allowance on your fabric. So you'd measure in from the raw edge of your fabric and mark a line parallel to the seam, which will be your seam allowance. And you can just stitch along that line and you maintain the seam allowance that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead, my machine is set up, and I'm going to follow the 1/4 inch line for a 1/4 inch seam allowance on my small scrap of fabric. So raise the presser foot and position the needle at the beginning edge of the fabric and press down on the foot pedal to begin sewing. So if you want to back stitch, you can hold the back stitch button and do about 3 stitches backwards, and then that will reinforce your stitches. If your machine has the capability to stitch in place, you can simply hold that button and the machine will stitch in place. So I showed you both. You can choose one or the other depending on your project. And then you'll just sew forward to the end of the seam. And not all machines have the ability to adjust the speed. I have my speed on the lowest setting, and it's great for beginners to start at the lowest so you can get comfortable with your machine. Then I'm going to back stitch at the end of the seam. And then sew forward to reinforce the stitches. So I'm going to make sure that the needle is up. Then you can raise the foot, bring your fabric out to the side of the machine, and cut your threads. And you have just sewn your first seam. Then to prepare your threads for the next seam allowance, you'll take the upper thread, bring it through the foot underneath and to the back, and make sure the bobbin thread is to the back as well. It can take some practice to sew a straight stitch, and the good news is it's okay to make mistakes. And when you're brand new, don't worry about how straight your stitching is. What matters is that you're having fun and you're trying your best. To get some practice sewing straight stitches, we've created a free printable for you. Simply sew along the lines without any thread in your machine, so that way you can get a feel and get comfortable for moving material in your machine and maintaining a seam allowance. So I hope you'll download that. The link is in the description below. And thank you for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you for the next video in our 30-day Learn to Sew series. Bye!